This time, we're at Cuvier Island, chasing monsters of the deep.
She's a beast. Fish underneath me, man. Check that baby out.
Character that's hanging around with Carl.
And I'm in again. On the drop, I just got absolutely smashed.
Last time, during the morning of day 3 at Cuvier Island on our mothership adventure, the boys were getting in some awesome fish. And now, the adventure continues.
Here we've got Damo hooked up as well. It's all on. Here's the result of Damien's fish. Awesome. Nice fish out of the deep on the jig, eh, bro?
Yep.
Awesome.
It's my biggest one today. I'm wrapped. Yeah, I've got a few in the bin that are around roughly this size.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm wrapped with that. It's a nice snapper.
Yeah, got to be happy with that, eh, bro?
Yeah, got a few
Choice.
like that in the bick.
Hopefully we can get a few kingies here too, you know.
Yeah.
It's looking like there's a little bit there. There's a lot of signs, so, but mostly snapper so
good
far.
Old faithful.
Old Zest Slow J green, eh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Fish underneath me, man. Oh, I just hooked up on what feels like a snapper. What did he say?
The call had come over the radio from our crew on joint venture. The boys were about to cook us an unreal feed and then personally deliver it to us on the kayaks. This couldn't have come at a better time, as all of us were feeling pretty hungry from fighting fish all morning.
So yeah, I hooked up straight away. And can you believe this? You know, like I'm fishing a jig and look at the fish I've got, you know. A nice size snapper full of beans. Man, he's angry. That one. Woo, he's full of beans. Holy, he's going nuts on the deck. I did not expect to catch that out of that school. But yeah, it just shows you how what these snapper are like. There we go. Look at that. On that big jig there. You know, he's feisty, this one. Real feisty fish. So I'm going to actually let him go. I reckon he's going to go back, no worries at all. Check that out. Look at him. Strong fish. Off you go, bud. And he's gone. Just like that. That was exceptionally cool.
So I was just cruising around here and I noticed a whole quite a few birds sitting on the water. And what do you know? Albatross. I mean, this far north, up by Cuvier, and that's the thing, you get a lot of these big offshore birds up here at Cuvier. And it turns out we've got some albatross here, which is pretty cool. There's about 5 or 6 of them here. They're all going to take off though, because they see me coming. There we go. Big birds, man. Look at them. Huge birds. Check that out. There's one left. Will he... There's one left. Will he stay put for me? He's already spotted me heading towards him. But yeah, how cool. I haven't seen any of these for a while. So yeah, quite neat to see albatross, you know, out here at Cuvier. Very awesome. But I'm trying to head him off. There he goes. And he's off. How cool though, man. Massive wingspan on those birds.
Alright, gone out a bit deeper now. And I don't know what I've got here, but it's fairly decent. Could be a snapper, and you never know out here. It could even be a harp hooker. You know, it's peeling line. It's a good fish. Oh, awesome. Everybody didn't want to come out here. Me and Carl and Jeff are out here, and yeah, feels like not a bad fish. Don't know what it is, but it's coming up. Been getting a few hits and that on this. I've got like 120 gram slow J. This fish has got some weight, most definitely. But it's coming up. It's getting easier now. Could be a harp hooker. You just don't know what you can get here, eh? It's sort of given up the ghost a bit, so There we go. We should start to see colour now. Oh, it's a snapper. Holy! Holy! Oh my goodness! She's a big snapper! Woo! Oh boy! Far out. She's a beast. I can barely get my lip grippers around its lips. Come here, you. Woo! Check that baby out. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Ah, it's going nuts on the kayak. Bugger. It's going ballistic on the kayak. Wicked.
With the fish thrashing around so much on board the kayak, it had managed to spike me with its top fin in my leg. Even though I didn't notice it being so hyped up with the fish on board, it wasn't till after I let this go that my legs started to swell up pretty badly.
14 pound? Ah! I think I need to use the pliers on this one. So there she is. Look at that. Nice fish. I'm going to pull these hooks out with my pliers because you do not want to get these hooks near your fingers. And he's got some chompers on him too. Let's see if we can get him to go back, eh? He's a nice fish. I don't want to keep him. Awesome. I was hoping that might be a harp hooker. Look at the teeth on that bad boy. So there you go. 14 pound snapper. Is he going to go? Yes. Woo! He's gone. Epic. Choice. Well, there's the jig that did the damage, but the best part was he went back. He swam down. There's that jig. 120 gram slow J. And I almost got spiked in the leg actually. I think I might have, but that hurt. He got me in the muscle. He was flapping around on the deck hard out, so he nearly took my gaff out. That was awesome. That was awesome fun, and that fish came up full of beans. Alright, dropped down fairly deep. We're in 70 meters, and I've hooked up on what feels like a bit of a dead weight. I don't know what it is, but I felt a bit of an inquiry and I'm pulling it up. Might be a huge granddaddy harp hooker. Yeah, it's not really fighting a lot. It's coming up a bit now. This, yeah. Here we go. Oh, it's a goldie. It's a goldie. Foul hooked. Not a very big goldie either. Look at that. There he is there. Just a tiny little one. We'll let him go. Off he goes. There he's swimming away. He's all good. And I'm in again. On the drop I just got absolutely smashed. This actually could be a kingfish. On the slow pitch jig. It feels like one. It definitely is feeling a bit like that. So I'm quite happy about that. If it is, I think the boys will be dropping some jigs. Because yeah, this is definitely fighting like a kingfish. Hard case if it is, because I'm not using a kingfish jig, but this slow pitch jig has definitely done the damage on the drop. It's probably a rat though. Took off a bit at the beginning. I'm looking forward to seeing colour here and seeing what we've got. I'm having a lot of good luck on this slow pitch jig, I've got to say. Pretty stoked. Yeah, it's a kingy. Kingfish. Not a legal kingfish, but I'll show you. It's good fun anyway. Oh, there he goes. He kind of woke up, and then when I went to put the lip grippers on him, he wasn't too happy. See if we can lift him out. There we go. He's going to go nuts now. bait. Keep still, buddy. Oh, that was cool fun. I mean, target species is what we're more looking for, but I'm happy to say I've actually caught a kingfish. Even though it's not a huge kingfish I want, it's the right species. There we go. So we'll try and calm him down a bit and we'll let him go. See you later, bud. He's gone. Woo! That was good fun on this gear. Woo-hoo-hoo! Awesome. Big school of fish below us, and yeah, this is cool, man. Carl's into a good one behind us. I'll be keen to see what he's into too, but right now I've got to focus on what I'm catching. I cannot believe I've just got another snapper. Hey! This one might be coming home with me. Woo! Carl's still fighting his fish, so I'll see if I can just quickly land this one. Look at that. Nice fish on the micro jig. I didn't expect it to be a snapper though. It was kind of fighting a little bit like a kingy, like a rat kingy. So, but yeah, good fun. I'm happy. We're gonna get picked up soon. It's almost time for us to leave, which is unfortunate. Real unfortunate. And Jeff just got bussed off or something.
And there's the result of Carl's fish. Nice snapper, and he's going to let it go. Good man.
70 metres of water.
70 metres of water and we're catching snapper. Well, the boys got into those fish big time.
That was the last drop too.
That was my last drop as well. Jeff got broken off. I don't know what happened.
Oh.
But look at this guy. I'm just fascinated with these birds. That's a big bird, man. Check him out. Look at the size of him. He's huge. Off he goes. Whew. He's a monster.
What an epic trip. You know, it's places like this that really are special in New Zealand. You know, we're very lucky in this country to have such awesome coastline, and also, you know, these areas out here like this are just super special. You know, it's a very diverse fishery that we have, you know, and to even have these albatross out here, you know, is something else too. So, you know, it's been an epic trip, but in terms of the kingfish, they really haven't played ball for us this time. As much as we've tried, we've caught a few, but they've eluded us. The snapper, on the other hand, pretty full on, you know. So, and the water temperature's still fairly warm. I mean, it's 17 degrees out here in the water, and this is this you know, this extended summer period that we've had. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm yet to decide, but either way, it is what it is, you know. But the climate is changing, and you know, we've just got to make sure that we look after it and respect it, and you know, and then it'll be there for future generations. But it's been an epic trip, and I'm stoked to have spent time. I mean, I guess probably the big message here is, you know, even though we've had some pretty good fishing and we've had some trying conditions, rain and all sorts yesterday afternoon, the cool thing is I've got to spend a whole lot of time with a bunch of good buggers, you know, that come on this trip. Everybody's happy, everybody got on really well, and it was pretty special, you know. At night, last night, we had that feed of power and crayfish and squid, you know, and even at night we've been catching squid, and you know, it's been so fun. But the people on the trip are what really makes it, and the crew have been absolutely fantastic. Jason, our skipper, and Jeff was making comment before about that, how, you know, how good it was, that how good the crew was on this trip, you know, how easy going, nothing's a problem. That's what you're looking for when you're having a mothership trip. We got two crews, so they're helping offload our kayaks all the time, and that really takes a lot of the heat out of what we're doing, so that we can focus on enjoying ourselves and having fun. So anyway, I'm about to get back on joint venture now, so very cool day. Alright, so we're on our way back. We're nearly in Coromandel on our return, and I just want to take this opportunity to talk to everyone about the trip and what they sort of enjoyed about it the most. So let's start with Mike. What was your highlight of the trip, bro?
Oh mate, it was just like catching up with all these guys, learning some new fishing techniques and ways that these guys do it. And last night's feed, mate, that was just absolutely superb, you know,
Awesome.
top notch.
Wicked, bro.
I recommend it.
Awesome. Andrew, what about you, bro?
Yeah, pretty much the same as Mike, you know, catching up with new friends, making new friends, catching up with old ones, learning from the guys that have done it for a long time, since I'm only a bit of a real newbie, and just, yeah, the feeds from last night, the power and everything, just outstanding.
Man.
Awesome.
Mark?
For me, it's camaraderie, fishing with like-minded guys, meeting some new guys, and hooking up with some old friends as well, and the possibility that you could get PBs on a trip like this, which is great. And yeah, I have to mention the feed that you caught us when you went diving, the crayfish and the pawa and the squid that we had. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, wicked, eh? Jeffrey?
Oh, everything's been really, really cool. It's been really good going and fishing new places. Last night's feed was good. The guys on the Henry and Jason were absolutely amazing this morning, turning up and delivering us hot filled bacon and egg sandwiches on the water after we've been out there for quite a few hours, and they've been absolutely brilliant. And after being on an awful lot of trips with different people, I have to say they've been the best skipper and everything, and they've really made the trip as well.
Wow.
And it's been excellent.
That's impressive. Jordan?
Yeah, obviously for me it was being on the end of a good snap. That was pretty cool. The scenery, that's pretty awesome to see. Not many people really sort of get out there and get to do that very often, I suppose. So for me that was pretty awesome. That food and the crew and the guys that we enjoyed it with. So awesome.
Awesome, bro. Damo?
For me it was the boys, spending 3 days with the boys and getting out to Cuvier. I always wanted to fish Cuvier, so that was pretty cool. And getting my reel emptied out by a massive fish which I didn't catch, but I'll always remember. So it was bloody awesome few days.
Wicked, bro.
Alright, my highlight for the trip was actually getting out to the Barrier, fishing areas that I don't fish often, and especially Cuvier. It's a place I've wanted to fish for a while as well. On my first day, first drop, double figure fish, tried to release, unfortunately it did not go.
For me, the highlight was seeing Jordan catch his personal best fish, and also going for a dive at the Barrier. It was like being in an aquarium. It was just amazing, and you would have seen some of that footage that I've captured while I was in the water, getting the boys to feed a pawa and crayfish, and the squid fishing was just gold, so some legendary stuff happened on this trip, and lots of heartaches and things lost and battles won, but most importantly the people are what made this trip special. The crew, just absolutely unbelievable. Well worth doing something like this if you can, and just can't beat it. It's just it's a trip of a lifetime to do things like that. So anyway, that's it from me for this time, and we'll catch you on the next one.